In a faraway kingdom, there was a wise wizard who possessed immense magical power, and he loved to have fun and challenge himself with unconventional magical experiments. One day, the magician decided to perform an unusual experiment: transform a turtle into a prince. His goal was to prove that beauty is not the only factor in attractiveness. The magician chose a little turtle named Tony. Tony was swimming slowly in a small pool in the forest, unaware that she would become part of an unexpected magical experience. The magician grabbed his magic wand and wrapped it around the turtle, saying, "With my magic power, I will turn you into a beautiful prince, so you can see how you will affect the princess's life." In the blink of an eye, Tony transformed into a handsome prince wearing a crown and fancy clothes. When Tony woke up from the transformation, she was amazed at her new appearance. But little did she know that there was an adventure waiting for her. Tony was invited to the palace to meet Princess Sylvia, who was supposed to admire the new prince and admire his beauty. But when Tony entered the palace, there was no one in the hall, except for Princess Sylvia, who was sitting on the throne. Prince Tony took confident steps towards the princess, but he soon noticed that Princess Sylvia began to shake and appear disturbed. When the princess raised her eyes, she saw the prince's face, which was not as beautiful as she had expected. His face was distorted and unattractive. Princess Sylvia shouted loudly, "Who is this? I never thought beauty could be so important." Then she quickly fled, running through the corridors, stumbling and tripping over her clothes, until she was out of the palace in a flash. Prince Tony remained standing in the throne room, astonished by what had happened. His face was not so bad that it made the princess scream and run away, but he understood that beauty was not everything. He decided to laugh at the situation, and started performing a funny dance in the hall, making the palace servants laugh with him. After a while, the wizard returned to the palace and asked Tony about his experience. Tony told him everything that had happened, the laughter he had enjoyed in the hall, and explained that the lesson he had learned was that true beauty comes from within. The wizard was satisfied with Tony's experiment, and returned the turtle to its natural state. Tony returned to his pond in the forest, feeling happy with the experience he had lived. As for Princess Sylvia, she learned a valuable lesson about beauty and character. In the end, everyone in the kingdom laughs when they remember the strange prince who was transformed by magic into a prince, and who proved that laughter can be better than any beauty.